How's everyone doing? I'm back here again for part 2 of my complete horror VHS collection. In this part, I'm going to be showing off all of my slipcases. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. And I'm going to start off by showing all of my Halloween VHS slipcases. Okay, first one I'm going to show is the Halloween media release. I don't know what year this tape was released because media released Halloween throughout the 80s, but the only way that you know what year the tape was released is it says it on the tape label, and unfortunately the part of the tape label that has the date on it is missing from my copy. So I don't know what date this came out. I don't know if it's an early release. It looks like an earlier release, but I don't know the exact date. Moving on, we have Halloween, the Anchor Bay release from 1997, I believe. And then we have the restored collector's edition with the lenticular cover. And it also has the postcard. And mine is the one with Jamie Lee Curtis laying, if I can get it out. There we go. It's the one with Jamie Lee Curtis laying next to the car, which was pretty cool that they had these. They also had these in the limited edition 2-disc DVD releases. They had 4 of them, 4 different ones. And then up next we have the Blockbuster Presents Halloween. I've always loved this cover. I love that they chose a different cover for the Blockbuster release, and I just love that image right there. I just think it looks really creepy of, Michael just sort of standing there in the background behind Laurie. I really like that artwork. Up next we have Halloween 2, the Universal release. And then the Good Times release, which was also sold at Blockbuster, Halloween 2. Pretty cool. And then I have 2 copies of Halloween 3. One of them has water damage on it. But this one, the Good Times release of Halloween 2 and the Blockbuster release of Halloween were also released in a 3-pack at Blockbuster. Up next we have the CBS Fox release of Halloween 4. And then the Anchor Bay release of Halloween 5. Then we have Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. H2O. And Resurrection. Alright. Up next we have the Amityville Horror. This is a 2-tape set that has Amityville 1 and 2. And I remember my aunt used to have this 2-tape set. Not this exact one, but she used to have this 2-tape set. And the first time I ever saw the first 2 Amityville movies were on this this set. Or the set that she has. Like I said, this is not the same set, but I remember her having that particular set and seeing the first two Amityville movies for the first time. And then I also have this release of Amityville 2: The Possession, and I got it because I absolutely love the cover for Amityville 2. I just think that image of the house just looks so creepy in the dark, and just the way the trees are, I just think it looks so creepy. My aunt also had this release right here of Amityville 2, The Possession, which I do plan on getting, and I remember just looking at that cover and just being so creeped out by it. Okay. Up next, we have Alice, Sweet Alice with this really awesome cover. This is a Good Times release, I believe. It doesn't say, but I thought it was. But yeah, I just really love that cover. Up next, we have Blood Dolls in a cut case. Here's one of my rare ones, Blood Splash, which is also known as Nightmare and Nightmare in a Damaged Brain. It has been released on big box under the title Nightmare, both by Continental and Planet Video. I'd love to get one of the big boxes, but I really love this cover. It's just so gory and, yeah, really cool. And it even has a little warning right there, which is really cool. So yeah, one of my cooler and rare tapes right there. Up next we have John Carpenter's Body Bags. Then we have Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. The Blair Witch Project. Candyman with this cool cover, which I haven't seen on any other release. Children of the Corn, the Anchor Bay release. Carrie. The media release of Chud. And the media release of The Dark. The Dead Don't Die. Dementia 13. Evil Ed. This is a double-sided screener copy. It even says right there, for screening purposes only, order September 5th, and the street date was September 24th. But like I said, this is a double-sided screener with a double-sided cover, which is very, very cool. I love that cover right there of the axe going through his head. Up next, we have The Exorcist. Exorcist 2, The Heretic. Fire in the Sky. The Guardian. The Good Son. I have 2 copies of The Haunting. This one is the special limited edition, which has a sort of green cover. And then this one is just a regular release. Next, Hardware. The Anchor Bay release of Hell Night. Moving on down. Here's another rare one. It's Haunts. Absolutely love that artwork right there. Video Treasures release. Honeymoon of Horror. Then we have It with the book cover. Really love that cover. Jacko. Leprechaun 2. Leprechaun 3. Mortuary. Magic. This is sealed. The Mummy with Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee. Night of the Zombies. The Tom Savini's Night of the Living Dead. Naked Vengeance. The New York Ripper. Pet Sematary. Really like that cover. And Pet Sematary 2. Very glad that Scream Factory is finally putting out Pet Sematary 2 on Blu-ray. I really enjoy Pet Sematary 2. I know it's pretty different from the original, but I really enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun. We got Puppet Master 2. Curse of the Puppet Master, and this is a screening copy. And Retro Puppet Master in a cut box. We have Phantom of Death. Bride of Reanimator. The unrated version. Salem's Lot. Scarecrow Slayer. Stepfather 2. Sticks and Stones, which is a fake documentary about the Blair Witch and the legend behind it. Shockwaves on Star Maker. Next we have Sleepy Hollow. Absolutely love that film. Sleepy Hollow High, which is kind of a low budget movie. It's not related to the other movie, Sleepy Hollow. Storm of the Century. Transformations, this awesome cover right there. The Town That Dreaded Sundown. The Shining. The Kindred. It's a Vestron release, but it's a cut box. The Terror. Terror in the Isles. The Vineyard. Waxwork 2. Lost in Time. Extra 2. The media release of Zombie Island Massacre. And the Trauma release of Zombie Island Massacre. Alright, moving on to my Evil Dead section. As for the slipcases, I just have this release of Evil Dead. Just a Anchor Bay release. Down here, first I have this right here. This is a sealed copy of Child's Play, the original release, which is very, very cool. Sealed and in mint condition. And then I have the MGM Movie Time release of Child's Play. This is my childhood copy. Or the release that I first saw the movie was on that release. And then I have the Universal Thrillers release of Child's Play 2. Child's Play 3. And Bride of Chucky. Alright. Right up here on the top of my main VHS shelf is my Nightmare on Elm Street VHS collection. I have the media release of the original Nightmare on Elm Street and Nightmare on Elm Street 3. And the reason why there's a space right there is because I do plan on getting the media release of Nightmare on Elm Street 2. And then here are all the, all of them together in that set that they released, the digitally remastered set that, put them all together and they make up a image of Freddy, which is pretty cool. I never got the box set. I actually got all those separate. And then I have this release of Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. And New Nightmare, which kind of has this cool, you can kind of see it, it kind of has an embossed cover, which is cool. And then finally over here in my Friday 13th section, I have on VHS, Friday 13th Part 2, the original cover. And Friday the 13th Part 3. And I do plan to eventually get an original VHS of the original Friday the 13th at some point. And that is it, guys. That is all my horror VHS slipcases. And that is my entire horror movie collection. So for my next video, I'm going to start showing off all of my non-horror movies. And then I'll move on and continue to show off everything else in my room, all my collectibles, and try to show them off in the best detail that I can. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about all my complete horror VHS slipcases, and let me know what you guys think about all these new collection videos that I'm doing. I really enjoy doing them. I really enjoy showing you guys my entire collection, how it stands now, and the rest of the month I will continue to do them. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, if you guys want to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or join my movie collecting Facebook group, links to those will be down below. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope everyone has a great Sunday.